this episode of I Play With Knives, I ordered the Benchmade Infidel off of DHgate. First things first, open up your DHgate app and search for Benchmade Infidel. You're going to get a ton of different options that look like it, don't look like it, or a weird version of a Microtech. But what you're looking for is the ones that mostly resemble the Benchmade Infidel, the ones that don't have the screws on the button, and the ones that look like they have that heart shape in the blood groove in the blade. This is the one I picked up. It's about 38 bucks. That was the range for the nice ones. They went up all the way into the 50s, and this one looked decent.
About 3 weeks later.
Well, this one showed up in the mail about 3 weeks later, and I'm excited to get it. This is my first out the front clone for Benchmade. I had my eye on this Infidel for a while, so hopefully this thing turns out decent. It looks pretty cheap right now, so let's see what's inside. The box, throwing that away. It's got all this cheap stuff in here that doesn't really matter much to me. Throw that away. It's got this little mole gear knife pocket clip thing. It's got some fake literature on the Benchmade. This looks super cheap. It's not even in comparison to what I've seen before with the other clones, especially with the Benchmade bug outs. So I don't even know what to do with this. Throw it away, I guess. So now here is how it comes. Alright. This thing looks better than some. It's got some weird fancy clip on it that I'm not going to put on a backpack or anything like that. I probably will just throw this one away. There you go. Alright, so now what you've been waiting for is this knife here. And this, okay. It's not the nicest one I've seen. It looks pretty cheap, to be honest with you. This little button on here, let me see if I can get a better view of this. It looks really cheap. It feels cheap. And what the... That is ridiculous. The blade on this thing, look at that. That's not even right. That's unsafe. What a ripoff. It still works, but when that thing extends all the way, it's not even locked up tight. That thing is dangerous. I would say this is the worst clone I think I've purchased off of DHgate. Just the fit and finish is absolutely horrible. Look at that. There's no way I would carry that thing. I don't even know if the guts are right on this thing. I've never had a knife that has that type of play in it. You know, this is just kind of a lesson of get what you pay for when you order stuff off of DHgate. You never know. I mean, it works. Barely. You know what? This thing is ridiculous. Let's just take it apart and see if there's any way for me to fix it. So, I guess we're going to change this video from a review to a downright demolition of this knife. So this will be a good opportunity to show you my new screwdriver set that I bought off of Amazon, and the link will be below in the description. So the reason I bought this is it looked pretty cool. It was cheap. It was 14 bucks, 15 bucks on Amazon, and it came with all the bits and all the accessories I needed for taking knives apart. And it's got some cool features in here, a little spring activated stand-up piece for all the bits, and it seemed pretty nice, so just decided to get it, and let's see how this thing works for taking apart this piece of junk Infidel. So if you're interested in purchasing this, you can click on the affiliate link in the description below, and you yourself can have a nice screwdriver set for taking apart knives or whatever else you'd like to use it for. So to take this Infidel apart, there's 6 Torx screws on each side of these scales, and I'm just going to take these things apart and see if we can figure out how this thing works and to see what's wrong, why this thing won't lock up. And now that all these screws are out, let's go ahead and let's try to crack this case and see what's inside. Alright, this thing looks completely different than a Microtech. Alright, I'm going to set that down there. I'm just kind of confused. These pieces are just pop metal. They're nasty. I think the real ones have aluminum, but these pieces are just tin. This slide rail right here is just garbage. I was planning on to see if I could actually take off this slide and work on it, but that doesn't even look like that's the case. This thing's just complete garbage, and I'm confused about how this even relates to making this thing work right. So let's see here. Nope, not worth it. Alright, so you see the blades in here, and that slides up. So, oh crap, all these pieces are just falling apart, and this there's springs in here, and I guess it slides back and forth on these rails, and it locks in place on these things there.
Okay.
Up, there goes a spring right there, just gone. Across the room. So I have no idea where that spring went, and I guess this thing's garbage now. So if anyone has any ideas of how to fix this, I don't even know if it's worth it. So I clearly don't have all the parts anymore since they kind of flew across the room. So if anyone has any ideas about what I can do with a piece of junk Infidel clone other than throw it away, let me know. This is I think the first fail we've had on this site where it's we can't fix this now, so I just think that this is going to be put in the box and thrown away. So alright, well, this is really anticlimactic, and if anyone has any ideas of what I should do with this, who can't return it, let me know. But I'm gonna put this in the fail pile, and thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna go ahead and put all these pieces back in the box and I think destroy it or save it for maybe a project in the future. Well, once again, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. If you like this video, if you like to see my pain of not being able to fix something, go ahead and click on the like button and subscribe, and leave comments down below. Thanks. Have a good one.